young, now, cheaters never win, you know that. And that statement still holds true in our older age. Unless, of course, you're the Miami Heat. Then you always win. Anyways, in the story, The Riddle, taken from Grimm's Tales for Young and Old, translated by Ralph Manheim, we learned that when we cheat, we will get caught, and we will have to suffer the consequences. Once upon a time, there lived a noble prince who longed to travel. So one day, he decided he would set off on an adventure, taking with him his faithful servant. I feel a song coming on. What time is it?
Adventure time.
So let's get going. What time is it?
Adventure time.
Here. The prince wasn't the best dancer. So they set off on their adventure, and soon after, they realized that they forgot the map, and they were horribly lost. And by nightfall, they were still tragically lost. But luckily, the prince spotted a cabin, and a beautiful young woman. Oh, hello there, beautiful. Is it all right if my servant and I stay in your cabin? Well, sure, why not? But I must warn you, my mother's a witch.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife!
Mom?
Oh, I'm not a witch, I'm your mother!
I think we can handle a witch, don't you?
No, I don't think we can.
Oh, there's a beautiful woman here. So the two went inside, and lo and behold, there was the witch, sitting at a bubbling cauldron.
Why, hello, dearies. Would you like something to eat?
No, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. So the two slept peacefully all through the night, although anyone knows a good witch would have killed them in their sleep. Oh well. Well, the two arose early in the morning so that they wouldn't have to encounter the witch. However, the servant was slow, and the prince left without him. Then came out the old witch.
Why, hello, little servant. Would you mind taking this drink to your master?
Okay. But the servant's hand was shaking so much that a single drop of it fell on the horse, and it dropped dead instantly. The servant ran after his master and told him what had happened, but he really liked his saddle. It was Italian leather. So he went back for it. And when he went back, there was a raven sitting on the poisoned horse, eating it.
Well, would you look at that? It's a cute little raven. What, don't look at me like that. Might be the only thing we have to eat today.
The servant quickly caught up with the prince, and they went on their way. By nighttime, they came to an inn, and the servant gave the innkeeper the raven and told him to make a splendid meal out of it. The two went up to their room and decided to settle down, although the two were so exhausted they fell asleep. And as they were sleeping, a gang of murderers came in, led by the witch herself.
Hello, innkeeper! Give me and my gang something to eat, or I'll murder this entire village!
Well, you didn't have to go that far, geez. I told these fellers that I'll make this stew for them, but I guess this is a more probable cause to give it to you. So the murderers and the witch died, and one by one they all died. Well, I ain't never made something that horrible before. It can't be that bad. And then the innkeeper became collateral. In the morning, the prince and his servant saw the horrible mess that lay before them. You don't think that this was our doing, was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, then we should run away as quickly as possible. So that's exactly what they did. And they came to a castle, where there was a beautiful but arrogant princess. And it was rumored that anyone who could give her a riddle that she couldn't solve, that she would marry them on the spot. But if she could answer their riddle, it was
off with their heads!
But luckily the prince had a riddle that no one had ever heard before. I have a riddle for you. What killed one? What killed none, yet killed 12?
Well, that's so easy. Give me 3 days to think about it.
So the princess searched through all of her riddle books and found nothing. She consulted all of her servants, still nothing. But then at night, she had an evil, horrible plan. She told her servant to go and sneak into the prince's room to listen on his dreams to see what had happened, what the riddle was. But the prince's servant, he knew something was amok, so he slept in his master's bed. And when the witch's maid came in, the servant woke up and chased her out of the room. The next night, the same thing happened. On the third night, the prince decided that he had had enough of sleeping on the floor and wanted to sleep in his own bed. But the princess decided that she would go in there herself.
Hi, Mr. Prince. What killed none, yet killed 12?
Oh, well, that's easy. It was a raven that ate a poisoned horse and died of it. And then, was feeding to a gang of 10 murderers, a witch and an innkeeper, and they all died.
Well, thank you. Goodbye. But little did the princess know that the prince had taken her handkerchief. The next morning, the prince went before the court to hear what the princess had said. The answer was,
The answer is a raven who ate a poisoned horse, died, and then was eaten by a gang of murderers, a witch, and an innkeeper. It was the easiest riddle ever. I just wanted to build some suspense.
Yeah, you didn't know the answer to that, and I have proof. This is your handkerchief.
oh. The judge then ruled that the princess would have to be married to him. And strangely enough, as they in all stories, they lived happily ever after. When we cheat, we will get caught, and we will have to suffer the consequences. So don't cheat, because not only will you get caught, but it's just not the right thing to do.